Okay guys, Andrew here from Legacy Airsoft here in SoCal, and I'm bringing to you my setup for how I run my AR and how I run my pistol. Okay, there's a few things that I run. I run a laser light system on my HK, and I run the laser just on my pistol. Okay, I do have the quick review on my Die i4 and the magazines that I do run for my HK. Okay, but to start off, I'm gonna show these two, my red laser and my laser light combo by UTG. Okay, I'm just gonna go into this one because the single laser is the same laser that's on this. Okay, so as you open it, okay, UTG did a really good job of making sure everything fits nice and snug. That way nothing gets damaged during transport if you do order online. Or I picked mine up in store. I mean, like I've said in my previous videos, I'm right down the street. I could walk there if I wanted to. Yeah, straight out the back, guys. As you can see, it's full metal. Everything about this, it's a very sturdy little flashlight. Very sturdy laser. It comes with two pressure pads. You got the one for your light, and then the little one for your laser. Okay, it does come with batteries for your laser and batteries for your light. Okay, I already have mine in, that's why you don't see them here. Okay, yeah, it runs at 150 lumens on and off. That's basically it. I mean, it's a bright light, guys. I mean, it was working great yesterday when I used it. And the laser, okay, laser works good too. I mean, you can see it's a nice bright red light, especially where I play Tac City. I mean, this laser works perfectly. I mean, I can see it all the way down to the other end of the field. This laser is better for indoor. So if you do end up picking this up, remember that the laser is only going to work indoors. Outside, its range is pretty limited. I mean, you're not gonna see it maybe out past 40 feet. So just be wary of that. Maybe it's not the most powerful laser, but it is good for what for the price. Okay, it's about $65 for both for this combo. And the laser by itself is about $30. Okay, so I mean, it's a good little pickup. And I mean, if you want to run a laser and light at the same time, this is the way to go. I mean, it's cheap, it's sturdy, it fits snug on my gun. I mean, everything about it, it's just beautiful. Okay, so I mean, the assembly on this thing is very simple. All you need to do, runs on the right side. I think you can switch no, you can't on this one. No, I know on the regular light you can put on whatever side you want. But yeah, I normally run it a little bit further back. Okay, the reason why I like lasers so much, I mean, not only is it a little bit tactical where it looks nicer on your gun. I think that looks pretty cool. It does give you that function where if you're pointing at someone, yeah, they know you're there, they know that, but at the same time you're blocking off their vision. Okay, I mean, pointing at someone, give it a little bit of a kind of move it in a little bit of a circle, you're going to take out all of his vision. Okay, well, maybe not with this light per se, but I know if you get something with a little bit more higher end lumens, maybe about in the 220 to 250, those are going to do some big, give you some big blocks in your vision. Okay, so yeah, so that's how this looks on the gun. I mean, it looks good. I do have my AIM Sports red dot. I need to buy the adapter, and I do have my little rail mount. Okay, the rail mount was about $10. I forget the brand. I'll look into it later. I'll put it in the description. But yeah, guys, I mean, it worked great yesterday when I used it. The only problem that I found with this is that the pressure pad, I mean, I'm impressed with it. It works great, but I'm not impressed with the way I ran my setup. The angle foregrip, yeah, it's good, but for when I'm using the light, I need a better foregrip. That way I could constantly keep it on. Because with this, I found it kind of troubling that I had to keep pressing it, whereas if I had a regular foregrip, I'd be able to just squeeze instead of just kind of having to angle my thumb to where I need it. So that's just a little bit on me. No problems. The pressure pad works great. Okay, so that's how that looks. Okay, I'm gonna do the quick one on the pistol. All right, it's the same packaging. Comes with everything. Comes with your rail mount, and it comes with your laser and pressure pads. Both do come with this tool and your Allen key. All right. This little tool, the reason why they include it is because it's for the windage and elevation on your lasers. Both lasers are windage and elevation adjustable. Okay, so you just need to keep playing with it. Make sure that where your light is where the BB lands. Okay, so I'm gonna fast forward through this during the regular video, but now I can show you how it looks on the pistol. Alright guys, to get the light in, it doesn't really take that long. You just need to unscrew the back. Alright, your battery. Okay, put that in. And then screw your back plate back on. Alright, put it on mine. Doesn't matter where it fits because it's the same thing. I like putting a little bit more forward, that way I can just get my finger behind there. I mean, a lot of people are going to say, why don't I use the pressure plate? I mean, it's just all about space. I mean, in this 1911, I don't have the full rail that maybe a high kappa or a different type of pistol would have. I only have the half rail, so it cuts off about right here. So I keep it all the way towards the front. I mean, it's not too much to worry about. I mean, I like it where it's at. And for the most part, I really don't see the point in running a pressure, at least on the laser, a pressure pad, because you don't need to have it on and off. I mean, they last a while, and it's not like a flashlight where it just kind of gets in the way if you leave it on. So that's when the pressure pad does come into play. But yeah, for the most part, I mean, laser you turn on at the beginning of the game, you have it for the whole game. All right, wherever you're shooting, that's where you're gonna be. Wherever you're pointing your laser, that's where you're gonna be shooting. And at the end of the game, just turn it right off. I mean, simple as that. Okay. Yeah, that's pretty much the review on the lasers, guys. I mean, they look really good. I'm gonna do the shooting demo, that way you guys can see how the gun looks while it's shooting with the light on. I mean, you guys have seen the way it looks if you saw my video from yesterday. My gameplay at Tac City. By the way, Tom, shout out to that team that was there. I honestly don't know the name of the team, but yeah, they're a solid squad. So I give them props. Always giving me a challenge on the Tuesdays that I go. Okay, and now I'm gonna get into my GoPro setup on my die really quick. I'm kind of checking the time because I have class in a bit. I'm trying to get the video out before I go. Okay, I run my die i4. Okay, it's in this nice tan with this camo. Okay, it looks good, and I do have my GoPro mount on top. Okay. They don't sell a mount for the GoPros for die. Okay, I don't know why. I don't know why they haven't got into that. But what I ended up doing, I kind of just MacGyvered it. Okay, I got double-sided sticky tape on both sides. I took the lens off so I can get in there to get a zip tie to hold down the case itself. And on the back, I did the same thing. I did tape, double-sided sticky tape, and then, I mean, it holds it very sturdy. If you saw my video yesterday, I mean, you could see how sturdy this thing holds. I mean, the video came out good. There was no wobble at all. The only wobble would be me running around. But yeah, for the most part, guys, just a quick review on this. Very easy to disassemble, very easy to put back together. Does not fog, guys. I mean, that's if it comes down to it, does not fog. The only problem that most people do face, if you're running a rifle like I do, when you have the GoPro on, without the little riser mount that I have, I mean, aiming down this gun would be pretty impossible. I mean, just because of this right here. But if you get the little riser mount, I mean, it's $5 to $10, guys. I mean, it's not that much, and it gives a little bit of an added look. Okay, it allows me to aim down the sight without having to tilt my head too much. Okay, so with the riser mount, die works perfectly. I mean, it does come with the chin strap on the bottom right here. If you've seen, these are my bands from yesterday when I was playing. But yeah, guys, the reason why this doesn't fog up, because it has an outer lens, that's where you see the amber from, and then the inner lens is the non-fog. So it's a dual lens system. That's the reason why these are such like the industry leader in masks, because they do not fog up whatsoever. I mean, once you wear, it goes to the wear and tear of just normal gameplay. The inner coating does deteriorate, but for the most part, I mean, dye does say in the manual to replace your lens maybe once a year, because that stuff does happen. The lenses aren't that expensive either, maybe about $30. So I mean, that's a good investment if you want to go that way. Okay, the last thing in this review is my GMP Evike High rounds per second mags. Okay, you pick up a box of 5. And what I have to say about this, guys, that these work great. They actually surprised me at how well these actually work. I mean, they're made of a polymer. I mean, they're mid cap, so all you need to do get your speed loader and just jam them into the top. I found that you have to reload your speed loader. At least mine. I put a full set in, a full speed loader in, then I'll reload it again, and maybe about half will fill it up. So it does take a bit to reload all 5, but for the most part, it saves you the winding. Yeah, see that it's full right there. Wait, no, it's not. It saves you the winding, and all it is just carry a speed loader on you just in case you need to reload. I mean, so that's pretty much it. I'm gonna be using this one for the light demo. Okay, so I'll be right back with that, guys. Okay. Alright, guys, we're heading into my garage. Low light setting. I mean, it's gonna have some light, but for the most part, freaking dog. Okay, but for the most part, I mean, it's pretty dark in here. Okay, you have the light from the door, but it's a good demonstration of how this gun looks, or how this thing shoots the light. So there's a light, guys. You can see it's nice and bright. It pretty much lights up the room, and there's the laser. Okay, I'll turn this off really quick. See how the laser? I mean, it's a very good laser, guys. So for the most part, this does work really good. Okay, I'm gonna be shooting into my hammock over there, and here we go.